The deadly shooting of Alex Pretti by Border Patrol agents in Minneapolis is sparking a heated Second Amendment debate and even putting gun rights activists at odds with President Trump. Good evening. I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. Pretti was a lawful gun owner with a concealed carry permit, but was criticized by the Trump administration for bringing a loaded firearm to a protest.
CBS 8's Richard Allen has reaction from local gun rights activists, as well as what the governor is saying. Richard?
Well, that's right. A lot of people talking about this. Now, San Diego County Gun Owners, that's the county's largest Second Amendment rights organization, is calling for transparency and accountability in the investigation into Alex Pretti's fatal shooting, adding that in their view, this tragedy should not be used as a pretext to vilify gun owners.
Extremely sad and tragic what happened to him.
Michael Schwartz is executive director of San Diego County Gun Owners, a political action committee that advocates for the Second Amendment.
We're all about the Second Amendment. We're not partisan. We're not loyal to people or party. We're loyal to concepts.
A message that Schwartz says is critical as the investigation into the fatal shooting of 37-year-old Alex Pretti, an ICU nurse, continues. Cell phone video indicates that Pretti, a licensed gun owner with a concealed carry permit, never brandished a firearm and was disarmed before federal agents opened fire. Schwartz says there was room for de-escalation on all sides.
We don't have all the facts. We don't know everything, but the Border Patrol agent who fired his gun, is going to have a really difficult time trying to explain why he used lethal force on a person who was faced away from him on the ground, unarmed.
Schwartz also makes it clear that gun owners do not condone harassment or interference with law enforcement, adding that he doesn't want to see protesters use the Second Amendment as political leverage.
I don't want them to use the Second Amendment as a proxy in whatever war they're waging on the federal government and law enforcement. They don't get to commandeer what we've been fighting for.
I don't like that he had a gun. I don't like that he had 2 fully loaded magazines. That's a lot of bad stuff.
President Trump and his administration's condemnation of Pretti's decision to take a gun to a protest, which he was lawfully allowed to do under Minnesota law, has put the federal government at odds with gun rights organizations nationwide. The National Association for Gun Rights said, quote, "There's no more crucial place to carry a firearm for self-defense than a protest." And a former NRA spokesperson said that federal officials should be careful with their words.
Simply approaching law enforcement with a firearm isn't indicative of ill intent, nor is it a crime.
And in an unlikely alliance, Governor Gavin Newsom has come out in agreement with the NRA. In a statement, Newsom said, quote, "Nothing is sacred in Trump's America, not the First Amendment, not the Second, not even life itself." So really unusual to see the governor siding with the NRA.
Yes, it's interesting to have people come out and speak who maybe have shied away from making comment before. So as for those Border Patrol agents, Richard, do we know if any action has been taken on them by the Trump administration?
Yeah, that's a good question. So the story keeps changing. Originally, federal officials said that following the shooting, those agents had been reassigned to duty in another city. But today, the federal officials came out and kind of revised their story, saying now those agents are actually on administrative leave and not actually working.
But we still don't know who they are.
Right.
Richard,
a lot of questions.
A lot of questions still remaining, and we'll see what kind of investigation is conducted. It's difficult when they're investigating themselves. We'll see. Thanks, Richard.
Thank you.